Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Two Sons Podcast. I am your co host, Philip. And you know what? I woke up this Monday morning and I thought for a change, I would bring something new to the channel. And currently, I am at work. I am waiting for us to open. We open at 11. So I thought for the last 10 minutes, why don't I, put on a little recording and just show you guys where I work and, what I do behind the scenes when me and my brother are not recording podcasts and I'm not doing anything on YouTube. So I currently work at a store called Pop Culture down in Florida. And Pop Culture is a mixture of all different genres. We have anime stuff, we have Marvel, DC, we have gaming, we have Funko Pops, we have Star Wars, we have Gundam, and just all the above. We have Sanrio stuff, we have Harry Potter, we have K-pop. But instead of just going on and on and on and, explaining what we have and what we don't have, why don't I just give you somewhat of a visual tour? So we'll start from the back and, we'll work our way up to the front. So this is the back of the store. On this wall right here, we have a combination of all different plushies. We have some K-pop plushies, we have some Pusheen plushies, and mostly this is our whole K-pop section, so it stretches from here all the way over here, and then this is where we get into our Pusheen and our other adorable little animal plushies. And then in this drawer here is just another vast array of different plushies, from all different genres. But this is mostly our K-pop section, is what we refer to it to. So, we got everything from notebooks to neck pillows to little figures to accessories like lanyards and ring necklaces and all the above. Moving on, in this little section right here, we just have kind of like an assortment of just random stuff, backpacks, looks like we have some slippers, whatever. We move on to this section. This is where like our Sanrio stuff is. So, all these top three shelves are a combination of Hello Kitty and Sanrio plushies, which is pretty cool. It's a very popular section for us. As we move down here, we see more Sanrio stuff and the combination of more of like the accessories, so stickers, keychains. We even have like, pens, cups, little bento bowls and stuff like that. We even got some t-shirts and everything, and we got more plushies all the way down there. And then this little section right here is basically where we have like, the bags and stuff inspired by Sanrio. Moving on, we have our, little small Harry Potter section. The Harry Potter and Disney is probably like the two small sections that we have in the store, unfortunately. But we have a nice little corner dedicated to Harry Potter. So we have everything from Funko Pops to figures, and then again, accessories like, wallets, keychains, patches. We even have some wands and some little figures and stuff down there. We have a nice little, TY stand right here. These two little islands are also TY, and then this is a combination of Disney figures and boxes. And then we also got just a nice miscellaneous island right here full of different items. And these are where like usually our discounted t-shirts and everything are. And moving on to this wall is where we have our Aurora animal plushies. So, we have some Squishmallows up top. We don't have the best Squishmallow section, but, we have a decent amount. And the rest of the wall is basically dedicated to the Aurora plushies, which we always get way too many. So this wall is always full. Unfortunately, they don't sell enough. So, we always get them in. And then we're left with like a massive overstock until like, there's spaces on the wall and then we can refill them. Moving on to this little section right here is basically our Disney section. So we got a couple of the boxes of figures. We have a whole display case in the middle of the store with the Disney figures that I'll show you in a second. But this is mostly where we keep like, the accessories, some of the plushies. We have some, clothing right there. And then in the corner right here is when we get like, some socks and keychains and, some Loungefly pins and everything. But, this is the little section dedicated to Disney, similar to kind of like how we do it with Harry Potter. So we got a button station right here where people could pick out buttons from all different genres. We got two little mini fridges here that have all different types of drinks. Same with this one right here. All of them are, of course, Asian inspired. Moving on to this little center table, this is where our stationery stuff is. So we have pens, pencils, notebooks, which is always a very popular section for us. And then we got all the Magic cards, actually from the Magic deck game series, up on the top shelf, so people could always just walk around the table, see what cards we have. This little island thing is also an extension of our stationery stuff, so more notebooks, pens, pencils, etc. Moving on to this little section right here, this is actually where we keep all of our Loungefly. So we have a collection of Loungefly starting with some bags up top, and as you go towards the bottom, that's when it turns in more to the wallet style. And then moving over to here, we got some big plushies up there on the top, but then we also got some more Loungefly bags on the very top shelf, and then the rest of the area is dedicated to snacks. So another Asian inspired area where a bunch of different snacks from Japan, Korea, etc. Filled in with some mugs, and also some bento accessories and stuff like that, kind of fit with the snack style. And then even moving down further is where we have our salty snacks, so all of our chips. So all that is in these bottom shelves right here. So this is basically our whole snack and food section pretty much. And then obviously the drinks are in the fridge, as I mentioned before. Now moving on right here, this is basically our Disney case. And yes, there is a giant ET, don't ask me why, but this is our Disney case where we display all of our little decorations and everything. We have a bunch of Loungefly pins and a bunch of Disney figures, which are always pretty cool to look at. Moving on to some of the other bigger sections, we have a whole section dedicated to Gundam. So from the very top shelf to the bottom and the drawers is all dedicated to Gundam. It's a very popular section for us. A lot of people are collectors and fans, so we always have people in coming to buy Gundam. These two little islands are also dedicated to TY. We just got a bunch of these little plushes in, so we just kind of spread them out island wise. This is really the only table that we have dedicated to t-shirts and stuff. We're more of a collectible store. We don't really sell any t-shirts and whatever, but what we do get in, we keep on this table. Moving over to this little corner, this is our dedicated Star Wars section. So starting at the very top, we have a bunch of the expensive figures, such as Hot Toys and everything. Moving on to the second shelf, we have similar to Gundam, we have model kits, so of a bunch of different vehicles and characters from Star Wars. And then moving down, we have a combination of figures and then just a bunch of Funko Pops. We need to get a better variety of Funko Pops, in my opinion, because all of our Funko Pops are from the Book of Boba Fett or the Mandalorian, so they don't sell out as easily. And then finally moving down, we have whatever Star Wars Loungefly stuff we get in. So a combination of wallets, keychains, lanyards, and then obviously backpacks and these little mini purses, and then just some spread out accessories and everything like that. And over here we have our Marvel / DC section. So again, this is a combination of Marvel and DC all in one little section. We also have a little bit of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and just some SpongeBob stuff for some reason. Don't ask me why. I don't know why we got that in. This is a quick look at our counter space. So it's a combination of just some extra stuff we have left over, also with some accessories in the cases. We have all different types of accessories, and then we have our array of Pokemon cards on the top right over here. And then we also have a couple posters lining in front of the register, more Pokemon stuff, and some anime figures. And then up top is our beautiful sword wall, which I love. I feel like a blacksmith half the time, showing people these swords. We have a combination of plastic, stainless steel, and real carbon steel, which could actually cut you. So it always is really cool to see what type of swords we get in and all that. And moving into the final part of our store, on this side, we have first the Funko wall. Not very inspiring. We are in desperate need of Funkos, so hopefully we get some new ones in, and it's always cool to see what we get in shipment. Moving this way, as I slowly pan the camera, is our whole anime wall. So on that side is basically all the accessories that you would think of, keychains, lanyards, little miniature posters, etc. And then this is basically just all of our anime figures, where we keep all of the figures from all different series, which is super, super cool. And it's also another very popular station for us. Moving over here, we have a combination of Studio Ghibli and then a lot of the mystery and Funko soda can things, which is super cool. Also very popular for us. Finally, we're moving to our popular case where we display some of our figures from all different genres. So most of it's anime, and then that case is like a combination of like Star Wars, Marvel, DC, and then other genres, which is pretty cool. And then finally, we are moving to the Pokemon and gaming section. So as you can see, we have a huge selection of Pokemon plushies, keychains, accessories. And as we continue to move on, the drawers are filled with Pokemon, but then also that is mostly our gaming section. So that is Sonic, Animal Crossing, Mario, Zelda, etc. So really super, super cool. And then obviously over here is just some more gaming. So Dungeons and Dragons, Magic, and then we have a little bit of a miscellaneous section right over here, more of like a movie section, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's it. But like I said, guys, it's probably 11 o'clock now, so I gotta wrap this up and open the store. But I hope you enjoyed this little random tour, just to show you what I do on a daily basis and where I work. So please be on the lookout for an episode this week from me and my brother, because we are going to be breaking down Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm going to see it today, so I will definitely be able to share my thoughts and comments about the movie. But please stay tuned for that wonderful episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this little kind of like vlog episode. Leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye for now.